Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you're well. What we're going to do is look at level 3 right now, and we're going to go into the third part, which is where the I'd like to say dinosaur, but it's not. It doesn't look like a dinosaur. It reminds me of sort of Godzilla coming out of the sea. So let's go into the first part of level 3. Let's go and restart my code and restart with a fresh. And then hopefully we can put ourselves onto the far side. So this time we're going to be creating a side scroller. Now this is going to be a fair warning that this will require you to pause the videos and rewind them quite a lot for these ones. Yet level 1 and level 2 are relatively simple to do and relatively simple to follow. This, on the other hand, is not too complicated, but there are some strange things that happen to our projectiles as we move through the game. I'm going to go and put myself onto the far side, like so. And so we can see what's going to happen with our containers, and I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller so that I'm out of the way. So we've also got an advanced here. You'll notice that we've got an advanced section just next to my forehead. If I just move myself out of the way, you can see that in here we've got an animation. It's a good idea that you go and explore this and see what is happening in this animation, because this isn't just a container. In Scratch, we have to create the animations ourselves. In here, they give us the animation. They also give us the controls for the animation, which I think is a really, really good piece of building from MakeCode, because it's what we want in our games quite a lot of the time. So let's go and set my sprite to kind of player. Grab the set my sprite to kind of player, and we go and get the assets that we know about from before, and we want Mama. So as you hover your mouse over here, or hover your pencil, your Apple Pencil, your finger, it will tell you the name of the thing. So let's go into the hint and check that we've got that. Yes, we're good. Okay, so from the controller, grab from the controller category, grab a move my sprite with buttons and snap it to the bottom of the start container. So move my sprite with buttons and put it to the bottom. Okay, click the plus. We know about the plus from previous ones, and here's Mama in the middle of the screen. And we want the buttons to be in here. So keep the sprite moving from side to side. We want the VX horizontal speed, so the velocity X. I think I might have said vertical before, I meant velocity. So velocity X and velocity Y set to 0. So we want the VX, which is side to side. You can just hit a 0 in here and it will change it. Let's go and check it out. The velocity X and the velocity Y. Good. So make sure your player moves up and down with the joypad, arrow keys, or W and S keys. So if I go and tap on here, you can see that the controls are already put in for us. Okay, so we've got move my sprite up and down. Okay, there will be no, you can see this lighting up when I hit A and D to go this way, but you can see there's no control in that because it's set at 0. Okay, next. If things get out of control, your sprite can leave the screen. Let's stop it from jumping out of the screen, shall we? So go to the sprites, set my sprite to stay in screen, set my sprite to stay in screen, and that will need to be on. Okay, and put it to the bottom of the start container. Let's check it out. Do we have the correct things? Yes, we do. From the scene, we want a set background image. This is grey, so we're going to go to the scene and set background image. We know about these already, and we want this to be at the top. Now, why do you think it needs to be at the top? Well, it needs to be at the top because it's going to be the first thing that's going to appear before Mama appears. If you put it down here, it kind of jumbles up the order of things, and things are going to happen before we see a background image. So we want the background image, and then hopefully in my assets we have what we need, which is the freeway. Okay, and we hit done, and we should have a freeway now, and Mama should be able to bound lovely through the freeway. You will notice though that the freeway doesn't actually move, so this should be a clue as to what's going to happen next. So I'm going to stop here and allow you to have a go yourselves, okay, and I'll see you in the next clip.